Hey, welcome, John Connelly. John is the development director at Luminus. John, why don't you tell everyone a little bit about what you do, and then you could tell us what your favorite project is that you want to talk about.
Hey, as mentioned by Tim, development director. I'm the programmer here. That's what I started off as and got hired as. It's progressed into kind of more of just participating and helping to run digital projects, but I just make sure that everything works at the end of the day on our digital side.
Yeah, how about your favorite project? What do you want to dive into?
Oh, favorite project. There's just too many. But I guess one that I liked more than the rest at least was Caulk Gun In One, which was a like laser focused project, just a one page landing page website for Monroe products.
Yeah, that had a campaign associated with it too, so it was like one big thing, ultra focused on one product, built around this like creative campaign that we had for the Western Showdown.
Right. So they had a new product which was it was like a DIY alternative to traditional like caulk gun and tube, and a higher price point for sure than other products, other comparable products on the market. But it just offered a really strong convenience factor. So we ran a marketing campaign towards it, trying to get people involved in like the DIY and homeowner scene to be into this thing, and just had to showcase like one product with all of its features and mainly like a cool and like really like aesthetically pleasing and honestly like kind of flashy way, which was nice. A lot of the stuff we do, there's complexities on the front end and back end, project management complications, and with this it was just it was a pretty small scope project, and we just got to do something cool and fun with it.
Now, with the landing page for this campaign, were there any challenges in this project that you guys had to work through for making sure that that came out good?
Yeah, for sure. We had to. I mean, it had to be, since it was paid traffic being sent there. Everything these days has to be good at all screen sizes, but we did a lot of stuff with like caulk tube like moving its way across the screen and lining up and timing animations as the user was scrolling down the page. So getting it to work is easy. Getting it to work really well is not super easy. So adjusting it across all different devices and screen sizes was a little bit of a challenge, but it was more fun than frustrating.
Yeah, visually it had a lot of stuff happening on it. And I
Yeah.
think we did some advanced tracking on the video too that was associated with it. Like we could actually see like how long someone watched the video. So we could see like how many clicks it was getting and how much attention it was actually holding on to, which was
Yeah.
pretty interesting too.
Yeah, that's the more technical side of it, but tapping into Vimeo's API to detect when somebody opens a modal, pauses, plays the video, if they pause it and don't resume it, logging what percentage through the video they were when they stopped it, just to see um, to see if it was worth making and throwing on the website to check to try to help quantify the return on investment for these guys.
Yeah, there are video services that allow you to see those metrics. We decided that since we were using Vimeo, we had to do a custom version of it, but it still worked and that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
How how do you think that the campaign and the landing page overall, how did that come to like a successful conclusion for the client? What benefit did they get out of having this done?
They got to explore. It's kind of a different product than what they usually offer, and they got to explore what it would be like to launch a new product. I think at the end of the day with the campaign, maybe the price point was a little bit off for the product that was being offered, but they, if nothing else, they learned about what it takes to launch a new product and to introduce something into the market into an existing space. And I think their sales of it were good enough. They just it didn't blow anybody out of the water, but they did well enough.
Yeah, and that was one of the first times that they actually took like a full creative approach to a launch too. So that was interesting for them to dive into, and it was measurable, so we could see where all the gains and some of the tricky points were in some of the activities that were centered around that marketing campaign. Is there anything else related to the project that you think is interesting that you want to fill everyone in on before we wrap this up?
Um, no, I mean, I would like to do, well, I guess the work that we are doing now is similar to that. And, there's that old saying that if you can't measure something, it doesn't exist. Uh, so no, just that if you're not going to measure the results of something, I don't know if it's really even worth doing it. So that
So
was a good
make
experience on that
make
project.
new projects, make great campaigns around them, make sure they're measurable, and then make sure that they're successful. Got it.
Yeah.
Good advice. Thank you,
Yeah, I
John.
mean, yeah.
You got it.